welcome to Plutus IS. So in that series, were talking about that of course UPSC Geology optional paper 2. So we were talking about that. We have already talked about that human eye, about its mechanism, its physiology, and of course its vision. And next we have started the human ear, right? If you see your PYQs, you'll see that even at 2025 human eye, the question from the human eye has been already came. It's about that human eye. The question how the human eyes question from the human eye come about its part, its structure, a well suitable and diagram with all of the namings, and most of the namings. And next the functions, except the vision also there's other function we have already described it. Please guys just go and see that. And the physiology of the vision, like mechanism of the vision. Similar portion comes in like middle ear, what is the internal structure of the ear, human ear, like that kind of questions come. Mechanism of the hearing, this is also question come. So in that series we have already started the human ear. In the last video we have completed the structure of the part of the human ear, in which we have divided the human ear in that mainly three parts, that is a outer ear, middle ear, and the inner ear. In the outer ear, we have mentioned that pinna, external auditory meatus, or the canal, and the tympanic membrane. Tympanic membrane is the area from which the outer ear and the middle ear is get separated, right? So of course we have talked about that function also. In it's not that much that short enough. We have already did the explanation. Then we have talked about that middle ear. Middle ear has been divided into mainly ossicles and eustachian tubes. Ossicles may you have three things, right? Malleus, incus, and stapes. That is your three bones. The smallest one is the stapes. Then the eustachian tubes, which is connecting that middle ear to the inner ear. Then we have talked about that inner ear. Inner ear, where we have talked about that cochlea, which is full of the hairs and have the sensory features, right? How thousands of sensory hair cells. Then your vestibular and semicircular canal. This is your semicircular canal, inner ear, which is filled with that lymph. That is the perilymph and the endolymph, right? And after that we have also started the mechanism of hearing. In that mechanism of hearing, actually there's a threefold process. In the mechanism of hearing, there's a threefold process. First, the mechanical conduction of sound, then the transduction of mechanical energy to the electrical impulses, and the third one is the conduction of electrical impulses to the brain, right? Because the hearing is not only limited, like hearing process is not only by the human ear, the signal goes to the, we have already described it in a very explanatory way. The signal goes to the brain, and that gives the message, like in what way we perceive the any sound, right? We have already talked about that, how the sound is amplifying and everything. So in that today we have already covered this wala portion, mechanical conduction of sound from that outer ear, middle ear, and the inner ear. How the sound is amplifying, how the sound is controlling, because to just it is preventing to not feel that much loud sound and everything. So yeah, role of we have already covered that. This is a point, role of external and middle ear in the mechanical conduction, right? Then we have attenuated acoustic reflex में भी हमने कर चुके हैं. That is your protective reflex, and that safeguards the inner ear from the damage by the excessive loud sound. We have also talked about that phase differentiation between the cochlear windows, right? Not today, of course. Natural resonance of the external middle ear we have already talked about. Today we are going to talk about the transduction of mechanical energy into the electrical impulses, right? This is one of the topic. That is the sensory system of the cochlea. Cochlea is a part of your inner ear. We have already talked about it. Please go and see the last video. And that cochlea is a part of that inner ear, which is full of the sensory hair cells, right? So now we're going to talk about the transduction of that mechanical energy, which comes in the sound wave, right? Wave is a form of energy, isn't it? So mechanical energy to electrical impulses, which is going to the brain, because brain do not receive in the mechanical form of, brain will receive that through the neuron system and everything in the form of the electrical impulses. Okay, so sensory system of the cochlea, the process of converting the mechanical energy, that is a vibration sound wave, into the electrical nerve impulses occurs within the hair cells of that organ of corti. We have already talked about that, the organ of corti that is located in the cochlea. This critical step is known as the auditory transduction. Okay, first इसमें क्या है? Initial mechanical input, fluid movement, basilar membrane, then anal channel opening. Okay, how it happening? The mechanical energy is converting into that electrical impulses. The stapes is your last part. Malleus, incus, stapes is the last bone of your middle ear, right? So stepes foot plate is intimately connected to the oval window. We have already talked about the oval window and the round window and the shapes also, right? The oval window, which is in direct contact with the scala vestibuli with the perilymph. Okay, then what will happen? Perilymph is a fluid filled in that your inner membrane, right? Then the fluid movement of this stapes foot plate creates the pressure changes, underline that, in the perilymph of the scala vestibuli. These pressure waves are then transmitted across the resonant membrane, or it is also known as the resonant plexus, okay, to the scala media, which contains the endolymph. So here there are two things: the vibration which is creating from that perilymph, which is transmitting to the endolymph. Endolymph has a scala media. Okay. Then the basilar membrane, that is a deflection. The pressure wave in the endolymph causes in the basilar membrane to deflect relative to the relative stationary tectorial membrane. Okay. This differential movement, how this is causing the differential movement? Because of the different sound wave, isn't it? So creating that different tectorial membrane, this differential movement generate the shearing forces, of course, again energy abhi bhi wahi aapki hai, that distort and bend the stereocilia, that is the stereocilia of your sensory hairs of the cochlea. Okay. Then ion channel opening, because of that different movement of that endolymph wala concept, then ion channel opening and receptor potential, the bending of the stereocilia mechanically opens that cation channels. Okay, because now whatever we were talking about, that movement of hairs and everything, now we have entered into that endolymph, and because of different creation of that through the sensory cells, there's the opening of the different ion channels. Okay, this is a link point between the mechanical and the electrical energy, that primarily K plus and Ca plus located at their tips. This opening leads to the influx of these ions, that is K plus and Ca plus 2, actually Ca plus 2, particularly K plus from the endolymph, which has a high K plus concentration, and this ion movement result in a change in the hair cells membrane potential, generating a receptor potential. So we have already talked about it, not of course in that YouTube series. We have already explained in the class that how the nerve impulse will go from the polarization to the depolarization to the hyperpolarization, and everything we have already talked about, and the repolarization, of course, है ना? So that's how the opening of the channels, and that's how the difference will be, that from the -70 to the ultimate difference, and that is creating the kind of stimuli to for the signal movement, okay, or signal transfer. Then what is happening? Again, look at this. This is depolarization and hyperpolarization. When the organ of Cautai moves upwards due to the compression wave. Of course, we know that compression and rarefaction, it is one of the wave quality. The tectorial membrane slides forward relative to the basilar membrane. This action bends the stereocilia away from the limbus towards the outer wall, causing the depolarization of the hair cell. What is normally your resting membrane? What is normally your resting membrane potential? That is your -70 millivolt, right? So the resting membrane potential is minus 60 to -70, consider we like that, shifts approximately to the -50. In that depolarization, of course, this is one more thing, in your different organ, different processes, this depolarization value can be also different, okay, according to the requirement. Conversely, what will happen after depolarization state hota hai? Why this depolarization state is coming? Because of that movement of the K plus ion, which is very much high in that endolymph, which is start moving to the outer side mein, right? And which that is creating the sensation and in the organ of Cautai because of the different compression. Then neurotransmitter releases depolarization, as the signal potential will be changes from -60 to 65, like -60 or 65 to -50, like more positive, isn't it? Then neurotransmitter will release. The depolarization of the hair cell leads to release of neurotransmitter, that is a glutamate, from the hair cells onto the afferent nerve fibers of the cochlear nerve. Okay, so if we talk about, if you guys have already read about that muscle cells and everything, the movement, so the neurons are present in whatever signals is required, like that. Suppose that if we talk about that muscle cells, so muscle cells ki sabse external membrane pe there's a connection of the neuron. I'll try to someday explain that also, but if you know this, you're connecting with that point, that I'm not going to elaborate right now. Okay, then what is happening? This is now conducting the electrical impulses at your depolarization state. Then conduction of electrical impulses to the brain, that is your neural pathway. Once the hair cells transduce mechanical vibration into the electrical signals, okay, what is happening? These impulses travel along the complex series of neural pathway to reach the auditory cortex for processing. That is your auditory cortex in the part of the brain, right? Whatever the changing is happening through the neuron and everything, now this is signaling move to the brain portion of processing and interpretation. This pathway involves a sequence of critical relay station. That is, okay, what is this? This is what relay race. Of course, we know that relay race, where the one thing is passing to the another thing, and that is continuing. That means this is from the 8 nerve to the cochlear nucleus, from the cochlear nucleus to the olivary complex, from that olivary complex to the lateral lemniscus, then inferior collicles, then medial geniculate, and the auditory cortex. Auditory cortex is a final version. Agar if you, okay, so this is something I know this is becoming a little bit more, deep. So in that examination, of course, we elaborate so you guys will understand that. But in the examination, if you do not write like that, it's fine. It's completely okay. But at least mention these 3 steps, like from that mechanical to electrical and electrical to the brain. Of course, first the transduction of the mechanical, then mechanical to the electrical, and then electrical to the brain. And describe, like when we have talked about the mechanical, how the mechanical wave is moving from that outer, middle, and ear, how everything is functioning there. Then just talk about the depolarization and releasing of the neurotransmitter. And when you're talking about the neural electrical impulse to the brain, at least write this as that this process is actually happening through that hair cells transduce mechanical vibration into the electrical signal, है ना? And this processing is happening through the relay process, and a continuous cascade, no, actually not cascade but the relay process. Okay, तो आपकी इसके थ्रू फाइनल पहुंचती है कहां पे? आपकी auditory cortex में, that is your temporal lobe, right? Temporal lobe में. Overall, how sound waves through the ear? This is something in the very short I try to show. If you guys can look at here and make it and try to understand that. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, what it is? Overall, look, this is a pressure. Pressure is because that sound wave. Sound wave is a kind of energy, right? Of course, wave is a form of energy. Outer ear, pinna, auditory canal, tympanic membrane. Sound wave is going like that. In that tympanic membrane, after that middle ear, that is hammer and will stirrup and everything. The amplification of the middle ear as much as it's sometimes some people just hear at a very low voice, at a very low pitch also, right? So that is after the tympanic membrane, this is amplification occur. Then there's the over window. Middle ear आपका में viossicles and that portion stick in tube and everything. So middle ear में आपका ये आपकी जो bones हैं, of course we have already seen that diagram. Then oval window, this is going like that. Then in inner ear में oval window के बाद there's a fluid in the cochlear canal, upper and middle and this lower. Organ of Cotai is stimulated as the sound wave. Organ of Cotai is actually stimulated by this mechanical wave and this lower, and that is the complete timing. Okay, yeah. In short, I have just summarized it in that particular way. You guys, if you do not want to write, if it is a 10 marker, you can describe through this also. This is a very cruxed way in which all of this step you have mentioned. This is the best way to write the answer also. Here एक process में हम step wise करेंगे. Then if you want to concise again, the collection and the conduction of sound, that is acoustic energy, vibration and amplification, of course we have just saw that. Then fluid movement, that is a hydraulic energy. Fluid movement, that means your perilymph and endolymph. And then after the transduction is neural energy. Basilar membrane moves, the tiny hair cells of the organ of Cotai are bent against the overhanging structure called the tectorial membrane. This bending opens the bending of that hair cells is opening the open ion channel, creating that electrical signal. Why आपका फिर depolarization state, that is the one of the thing. Then your step 5, that interpretation, the electrical impulses are set to the auditory nerve, that is a cochlear nerve, to the brain's temporal lobe, that is the auditory cortex, isn't it? Where the signals are interpreted as specific sound, pitches and volumes, right? This is your complete vestibular system. Here you can just understand like that. This is your macula densa, macula, cochlear nerve, cochlear duct, saccule, round window, oval window and everything, vestibular nerve. Function आपको पता ही होने चाहिए. The human ear is much more than sorry. Then just tool for listening. Its significance बहुत सारी चीजों में है. Biological survival है, physical coordination है, social correction and everything. Auditory function है इसके hearing. Vestibular function है balance, जैसे कि dynamic equilibrium, static equilibrium, gauge stabilization, right? Then we talk about that biological survival and safety, environment awareness. So when we talk about, so in that syllabus, of course, there is a concept, there is a one of the topic in your paper one is ethology. Ethology में आपका क्या है? Human, animal behavior. So in that animal behavior वाले topic में what you do, what you study, actually you study about like stimuli and responses, right? So your ears, your eyes have, अगर significance आता है, if there are other function than your main function, connect with that animal behavior, you know, connect with that survival. So according to the voice, according to something, they protect themselves, you know, they survive in that particular environment. So biological survival and safety, according to the stimuli, their responses, you know, sound localization, acoustic reflexes, they, as even we talk about that evolution in that animal kingdom, your sensory organs plays a very major role in that. Okay, then the physical stability, of course, the orientation, it tells your brain which is ways up relative to the gravity, allowing you to stand, walk in total darkness. Movement detection, for sure. Within stabilization, this is one of the very important, the ear works with the eyes through the vestibulo-ocular reflexes. That's so many points you can write in that function. Social and cognitive significances, that is language development, emotional nuances, cognitive health. You must have seen that, this kind of thing, that the person having the, you know, for a really long time, the person having the problem with that hearing, gradually their speech also, you know, their language will also be little bit, because if they are not listening, how they will respond, you know, that is one of the very connected way, isn't it? Then the physiological well-being, of course, social connection, stress reduction, and the independence. I think that's how we completed about the human ear. Now we have completed the complete about the human ear, the part, structure, physiology, the human ear mechanism, and the so many functions also. Okay, that's how you need to cover, even you are doing by yourself or something like that. You need to cover the holistic way. It's not like if this is important or not. At least every year, this question, this from this portion, the question generally comes either the eye or the ear. Okay, so please focus on that. Until that, thank you so much.